Tebogo. Now, if you are not a lover of sad news, then I'll advise you to skip this video because this news I'm about to break right now is a very sad one, and it is about the proud of Africa, Tebogo. Now, before I continue with this sad news, in case this happens to be your first time, make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Now, the proud of Africa, Tebogo himself. Recently, a news broke out by an athletic YouTube channel called Iriam Brown. So Iriam Brown made a video about Tebogo, and he said Tebogo recently was injured. That Tebogo got an injury, and he is hiding it from the world, and he doesn't want everybody to know about it. Yes, because he is yet to announce that he has an injury, and I'm beginning to feel like the news is actually real because Tebogo's last performance was very, very poor, and even the person who reported about the race said that low-key action for Letsile Tebogo today at the Grand Prix Lambodia in Brescia, where he won the men 200 meter in a time of 20 seconds. So as you can see from this track report, the person said Tebogo ran a very low time in the 200 meters in his last race, which is kind of everything is becoming clear now that maybe Tebogo is having an injury, because we all know Tebogo is not someone that is running 20 seconds. So him running 20 seconds is actually a big sign that something is wrong somewhere, and he doesn't want the world to know about it. And I have something to say because I feel like the reason why I think Tebogo needs to rest. He needs to rest because he has been racing back to back ever since after the Paris Olympic, and he needs to rest. And despite the fact that we now know he has an injury, guess what? He is still participating at the Diamond League final in Brussels in the 200 meters. So Letsile Tebogo has been entered in the 200-meter entries at the Brussels Diamond League final, where he will be going up against 6 Americans: Kenny Bednarek, Irion Nagton, Fred Kelly, Kyrie King. So he will be racing against 6 Americans at the Diamond League Brussels. It is not going to be easy for him if the news is actually real. I'm talking about the news about his injury. Tebogo is the proud of Africa. He is the future Usain Bolt, and I feel like people need to, he needs to start resting. I don't want to see Tebogo over racing because it could affect him. Look what happens to the Jamaican Queens. They fail to rest. Shericka Jackson failed to rest. Imagine, okay, let me make an example. One race was what cost Shericka Jackson her Olympic participation. One race, which is I think in the Continental Tour at the Luzern Continental Tour. So that one race cost Shericka Jackson a whole Olympic year. So Tebogo needs to be very careful in his participation, right? Because he is now a big name. He is now a big name, and he can decide to rest when he wants to rest. So I feel like this is an advice for Tebogo to stop exhausting himself by over racing. Look at the likes of Sydney MC Laughlin. They rest as they chooses. Look at Noah Lige. He has decided to rest because he know when you know who you are not afraid of the next season. Look at Shirley Humphries of Rice. Look at the likes of Jamaicans. Look at Kishane Thompson himself. So Tebogo, I think he has a lot to work on because he keeps participating, like I said, in every single race, which is very bad for his body. very bad for his body, very bad for his muscular strength, and it's kind of exhausting him. And this can end up giving him a big injury. And like I said earlier on, one race cost Sherika Jackson a whole Olympic year. Now let's talk about Kishane Thompson also. Kishane Thompson, at the same time, I think he is having the same issue, right? I think the last time I checked, he wanted to participate in a Diamond League race, and all of a sudden we had a news that he is no longer participating in the race, which is very very sad because people are now starting to call Kishane Thompson a loser. People are now referring to Kishane Thompson that he is not who Jamaicans say he is, which is a big disgrace and a big shame. People are now saying that he is a one-hit wonder because they feel like he is not giving that energy of consistency. Because one thing about athletics is you have to be consistent if you want to be the people's favorite, right? So people are now feeling like Kishane Thompson is kind of a one-hit wonder. He is not consistent. He is not experienced all at the same time, which I feel like is a big shame, is a big disgrace. Because we all know Kishane Thompson is amazing. And right before the Olympics, Kishane Thompson was able to shake, or let me say, he has shaken the athletics whole community, right? To the extent that he went up against the almighty Noah. But unfortunately, after that race, unfortunately, he is nowhere to be found. Kishane Thompson is nowhere to be found, which I believe is kind of very very sad, and it's not what we are expecting. We were expecting Kishane Thompson to give us drama. We were expecting Kishane Thompson to kind of show us who he really is. I was expecting Kishane Thompson after the Paris Olympic to tell Noah Lyles that, look, next year Tokyo Championship is going to be mine. But unfortunately, I'm not seeing that energy. I'm not seeing that vibe. No, I'm not seeing any of that vibe. Rather, I'm seeing inconsistency, lack of determination, and prone to injuries. But at the same time, I feel like he is amazing. So let me hear your opinion. Do not forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.